So you know what's cool about old neighborhoods like this? When people are looking to buy, there's this character, a level of craftsmanship you just don't see in newer houses. But the downside is you're almost guaranteed to have repairs. Cynthia, I got this invite on my calendar for Carpool to closing. You told me to rent the van? What's happening?
Buzz. I'm going to show you around Chattanooga. I know you're still kind of new to Chattanooga.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about housing, not just local housing, but housing in all of the communities of which we serve. We're going to talk about loans. I want people to know about TVFCU, what we have to offer, and highlight some of these really spectacular places we have right here.
Well, that's great because I feel like I've barely scratched the surface of what's here in Chattanooga, so this should be kind of exciting.
Yeah. Here's what I need you to do though.
Yes.
Tell them, who are you?
Hey world, I'm Andy Woodman, Director of Mortgage Lending at Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union.
And I'm Cynthia Blackwell. I work in marketing for our mortgage team here at TVFCU.
And welcome to the first episode of Carpool to Closing.
We're celebrating 90 years at TVFCU. So we're going to go to some historical areas of town. We're going to a place called Fortwood. This is one of the oldest neighborhoods. We're going to go to Highland Park. We're going to see some local businesses. Andy, we just drove by a cannon. Yeah, like in their front yard, there's a cannon, like a true old cannon.
In case the neighbors attack.
I guess so. So we are in Fortwood,
Fortwood.
one of the oldest neighborhoods in Chattanooga.
You don't get this built today. There's this character, a level of craftsmanship that you just don't see in newer houses. When you're looking at a house like this, it's really important to pay attention to not necessarily the little details, but the bigger items like the plumbing, the electrical, making sure that the roof is intact. Highly recommend that you go and get a home inspection. A home inspector will come out, make sure that yes, while the homes are older and were built during a different time, that they're kind of up to current building codes, or at least you're not going to run into a problem, at least in the near future.
Homeownership does come with a lot of additional costs. You mentioned having someone do an inspection. So an inspection is different from an appraisal?
It is, absolutely. While an appraisal helps establish the value to make sure that what you're paying for the house, that the house is actually worth it, the home inspection makes sure that the bones of the house are intact, right? Like things like your plumbing, your electric, the roof, the mechanicals, what we call.
Now, who pays for those sort of things? Like
Ordinarily, the borrower, the homeowner, potential homeowner, would pay for the appraisal. But at TVFCU, did you know that we pay the appraisal fee?
We
for
do.
Our borrowers? We do, absolutely. That's a savings of upwards $650 on every loan.
Wow.
Absolutely.
TVFCU for the win.
Absolutely. Now, with a home inspection, that's actually up to the borrower to pay for. It's not a requirement for the loan, but it's something that we highly encourage that a prospective home buyer get. Again, just to make sure that you're not walking into a house with any unexpected surprises. Should you need to make a repair, be it minor or major, you want to make sure that you have a little money put aside to go ahead and cover that cost, or get a TVFCU HELOC after you close so that you have money available to you with that loan, so that should you need to pull it out, pay for a roof or a new heating and air system, you've got the funds there to go ahead and do it.
Let me ask this question. So I found this house I love. I know it's going to need a little work. And before I decide to say, hey, I want to buy this house, do I have any negotiation power, like for seeing if the people who currently own it might be willing to put that new roof on, or something I don't have to pay for out front, but I get them to pay for, or they might include it? Can I include that in the cost of my loan?
Absolutely. So this is where your realtor gets involved and helps you understand things that you should or should not try and negotiate with the prospective seller, because it is a negotiation, right? And so what you want to do is make sure you're looking out for yourself and getting every bit of money that you can to go ahead and take care of repairs or things that need to be done. But at the same time, you don't want to make it so that the seller gets kind of disinterested in the negotiation to where they just back away and say, you know what, never mind.
Right up here is this amazing place called Be Caffeinated. Not just an amazing little coffee shop. They were a winner of the Idea Elite competition.
Were they really?
A handful of years ago.
That's phenomenal.
Let's go get us a coffee.
So y'all are recent new homeowners from what we just learned.
Yes, yeah, a little over a year.
So if you don't mind, like how'd y'all determine you were ready to buy? Like what made you get to that point?
We looked around and
For a long time.
for a long
For like a
time.
year. We first thought we wanted something older with more character that was within budget, but then we realized it would cost more money to fix it than it would to be just to have a new house. So once we did that math, we're like, oh, we're looking for the wrong home.
You know, I love talking to new homeowners and just understanding their journey. And I think the most important thing to learn throughout this whole process is the importance of getting pre-qualified. Like when you realize you're ready to take that leap of faith and look to buy a new home, talking to the mortgage lenders should be the first thing that you do.
Absolutely. I mean, how many times have we run across someone who says, I don't think I can do it. I'm not ready. And then we say, well, let us run the numbers. Let us show you. And then they end up buying a home.
There's no such thing as a good or bad time to buy. It's when you individually are ready. And when you're ready, we have products, the rate environment, regardless of what it is, will help you determine whether or not it really is the right fit for you and get you into that dream home.
And get you pre-qualified. Then you can take that letter to your realtor and start shopping for homes. Highland Park is a very cool neighborhood. This is very much downtown living.
I love living down there.
Ooh, let's talk about taxes.
If you're in a condo, they have HOA fees.
These playgrounds, they're everywhere.